Yo, so I'm pretty tired. I've been making videos all day. I've done like what 11 hours worth of videos, so um it's later than it was when I ended the last one and I so I'm going to start this. This was originally going to be Alessandra Ambrosio mix update and then Gabby DeLue's cancer update or just and cancer update. And I've already talked about Gabby DeLue's cancer in the previous videos. Gabby can come to Houston, and I'm the video. I think the videos are changing. One of them, that one, I guess the last one or something. Gabriella DeLue's on my OnlyFans or something like that. Gabby DeLue's on my OnlyFans, and cancer update. And it's like, yeah, I think you could come and get healing, and I think you're just bullshitting. And so, as far as like being a decent person, like you would let your daughter not have a mom because you don't like you disagree with me, even though I'm clearly right. You would just like fucking do that. That's what I mean. And so people doing evil and shit like that, it like explicitly to like make stupid fucking points that are like what that goes nowhere. Where does it go? For you, nowhere. If that's what your thing is, you know what I mean? You only prove me out, which I guess thank you, but whatever. Um so okay. I'm healing. Healing for the willing. For the repentant, I guess. Additionally, I just want to also point out, um, I was gonna add Gian Somi to the thing here, but I'm just like I had already covered. I said that like she's definitely in. Like I'll someone remind me. I want her in the thing. Actually, here, hold on. But I guess this is also an open um invitation for Gabby to lose, but that was in the last video. That's the last video, pretty much. But I am gonna make it clear. Um, I like Somi. Her dad's Matt, right? What do you think? Think her dad's Matt? Think she looks like me? I think so. I think she's got my nose. But all right, well, and my face, and render unto Caesar the money, and give me the buttholes because you're buttholes. I think I said this 7 years ago, and maybe it was annoying then, and now it's like way more prevalent, and I mean way more. What am I saying? Prevalent? Way more just clearly, it is reality. You know. Hmm. All right, there you go. Uh, what an interesting thing. I got OnlyFans, and me inviting, and so Somi, you want to come be on my OnlyFans? Uh, Hey, look, it's Mickey Mouse. That thing that we were talking about earlier. I think probably the answer is yes. It looks like she's got my face, so probably gonna render her butthole. But uh, yesterday, hopefully, to me here looks tasty. Mm, yum. Uh, okay. Uh, and then I saw this, and I want to say before I get into the mixed stuff, because I've already been doing this all day. I am gonna get into the mixed stuff, but this is what I did in between. Here, I posted this. She thinks I'm a fascist, but I don't control the railways or the flow of commerce. I don't really control, um, yeah, those things. um, or do I? Well, I think something is trying to prevent that from happening, but it probably just the like you let Yahweh take control of everything, everything works better. But and I think I'm the overcomer character from Revelation 2 and 3. And that I'm overcoming at the seven churches and dealing with like fake people and liars and swindlers and stuff. And here's where I'm just dealing with the people that are like won't legalize weed in Texas.
Far right culture war direction at the expense of actual problems we need to solve. One of the bills that didn't pass last legislative session was a bill that would have provided funding for flood mitigation and um, emergency systems to get the word out when there's a flood. And we literally just saw the consequence of not passing that bill over the
Why would
weekend.
they not want that passed? That seems like
You want to know? Okay, we're talking.
Yeah.
We're honestly here. Okay, that bill was passed by Representative Ken King, a Republican, someone I often have disagreements with, but he's a good man. He's from far north Panhandle, where they saw historic wildfires last year. So he put this bill that would have addressed wildfires, also flooding, and would have, I think, saved some of the lives in the Hill Country over the weekend during those catastrophic floods. That bill passed the state house, the lower chamber that I'm in, on a bipartisan basis. Overwhelmingly, Democrats and Republicans said this is good policy. Let's pass it. Dan Patrick, the lieutenant governor, who controls the state Senate, which is the upper chamber, he held that bill hostage so that he could get his THC ban through. And again,
I'm just gonna say already, the THC ban was poorly written legislation that Greg Abbott is like this is Dan Patrick's undoing. Dan Patrick, like people died because Dan lied. That's just the reality. And like it rhymes, so it's catching on like wildfire. And
I know this may be confusing people outside of Texas. We legalized hemp a few years ago. It's a booming industry. It's a product that's providing people a lot of relief. Dan Patrick.
like basically they accidentally legalized weed in Texas, but they don't want to admit it. And like I guess weed people don't want to just say it outright. I'm like the only one who wants to tread the like cut the shit through the middle and just be like, look, THCA is just you're just smoking weed at that point. You know, like or you're vaping it, whatever. It's close enough. You're not. Because it's just the pre like what has to happen is it has to cure in a certain way in a room. You cure it. You like set it out to dry essentially, and it dries and the oils on it crystallize and like there's heat application to it that triggers like a chemical process that makes it more potent significantly. But if you just do that off the rip, literally off the rips off a off a vape pen, you still get the same THC, right? Yeah. So for the past 6 years, THC has been completely like, since the hemp thing where they threw me in jail illegally. Remember, I'm talking about Dan Patrick lied and people died, and then you can see me doing lightning stuff here. And I'm trying to tell people that the government is harassing me and causing me problems here in Texas illegally. And they threw me in jail illegally. So is there some reason that this is still going on? And I clearly do have lightning powers and earthquake powers and volcano powers, and I'm clearly connected to the deity Yahweh. And like this is going on. This is happening. Like this is not, you know what I mean? Like it's not finished is what I was about to say, but it's not gonna stop is what I'm saying. It's paused now. It's resting because it's like activating, deactivating, activating, deactivating, activating, deactivating. You know, and it's doing it differently. Like this time was way different than the previous times. Did you notice that it wasn't like however 1,000 foot tall things? It was like much more controlled, bubbled out, and whatever. And what I was even saying is the crater is just filling, like it's just filling, 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 and it's almost up at the top. And I mean, it's filled in like thousands of feet. Like you could put multiple skyscrapers, the tallest skyscrapers in Houston, you could put one on top of the other plus some, and it still like wouldn't have been. And it was miles long and miles wide. It's a big crater. Lots of lava has been coming out recently. I mean, like it took a long time to get to the point to where in the past like what 9 months or something almost, which is talking about cuckle babies. I'm assuming people are having babies in secret, but it's just clearly, and I think they're having cuckle babies to try to end the thing, but the cuckle babies have been caught being the problem, and they're gonna throw their parents under the bus because this baby snake is done. It's like the baby metal baby gear. I mean, Metal Gear is done. It's the giant talking baby from
You can't. I only asked to say what I've come to say. After that, do what you want, and I won't try and stop you.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I'm blind because I didn't see the nose thing. That's pretty funny. You guys are funny.
The programmed Smith has grown beyond your control. Soon he will spread through the city as he spread through the Matrix. You cannot stop him. But I can.
See the baby. It's like I'm not kidding. There's like a giant. It's like the creative energies and stuff. And I think something tried to steal it from me and is using it in ways and like in any instance. I just want to move on to the place that I'm enjoying this reality and I'm not hurting. But like what Dan Patrick has done, and like I need people to I need change, and there's no change, and people won't engage that people are getting hurt because they won't stop lying. So here, just let James Tallarico finish this up because he's doing a good job.
Patrick decided to put this bill forward that would ban all THC products in the state of Texas, basically close hundreds of businesses across the state, lay off thousands of people.
Why do you think you do that?
Let's go back, follow the money.
Okay.
What industry do you think was most invested in taking this new product off the market?
Pharmaceutical drugs?
No.
Alcohol?
Big alcohol. Big beer. And I guess
Could be pharmaceuticals. Long story short, whoever it is, you're not more important than what cannabis does for people all around. And like in the future, people know it's not a problem and are pissed that you're trying to do this. So stop. I mean, you're gonna be stopped, but I'm saying, stop.
I love beer. This is not a critique of them. My point is
I like Madison beer.
use their influence to take a competitor out of the market. By the way, a competitor that is, research suggests, is safer and less addictive than alcohol. Again, I'm not disparaging alcohol, but it has a lot of negative side effects and a lot of negative, and is very addictive. And I have members of my family who struggle with.
I agree, and I don't think Jesus has like I think Jesus turned water into wine and stuff, but he also is like when my dad, he was drinking a lot, he was drinking too much, and now he's not drinking as much. But you know what I mean? Or Ray, whatever. Either way, Joe's Pa Kent. I'm still in Superman mode. Whatever. Am I Superman? Is he Superman? Am I Yahweh? It would seem. So, uh,
with addiction and struggle with alcoholism, THC can be, under the right circumstances, an alternative. I mean, there are seniors who use it for chronic pain. There are veterans who use it for PTSD.
I want my dad who like has the shakes, and I've seen that when people take it, they can like chill out. It can help them chill. I want him to be able to do that with the remaining time that he has. Actually, I don't think he has to die. I don't think people had to die, but they do also seem. I don't know. My parents are just, like I feel like they want to do their own thing, and despite me having the good idea, and then like they're just willing to go down their own destructive path. But I love them, and like I don't hate alcohol, right? I just don't think it's been conducive to a healthy lifestyle for my elderly parents, and I know it wouldn't for me. But like, I don't think it's a terrible, like, I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I want alcohol around for parties and stuff, but like, I don't want it to be a problem, you know? There you go. That's what I want. Yeah.
They're just Texans with anxiety who use it to chill out at the end of a long, stressful day.
And like, I was using it to help this would ban CBD too, which I do use to like help certain ailments. And that's like even the CBD that had almost no THC, they're trying to ban. And they're not even like, they're just blindly doing it. And the police that were like in high levels, who, again, I already talked about this, but like they used to say the prohibition was causing the problems, but now they're like the new generation of them are lying. Like the guys who came back in, and I think, I don't know, the old generation was lying for a long time, and then they finally kind of stopped. And then like the new generation came in and they're lying. They're saying it's like a problem, and it's like, no, prohibition is a problem. And did you see alcohol prohibition? How are you going to argue this? Everything is telling other than you. So if you're the thing and you just want more resources to throw people in jail, why don't we just throw you in the lava? So let's not do that, okay? Let's not have this game of like torture men and be evil to each other. Let's have a kingdom of heaven. And like some of that is, well, there's a plant that helps people with a lot of things. Let them use it.
Hey, and so the fact that the lieutenant governor, one, would do the bidding of one industry over the other, two, would hold up literally a life-saving bill that could have possibly saved lives over the weekend in those floods, just to cater to wealthy special interests, to me is just an encapsulation of everything that's wrong with politics, right? I mean,
yeah, I would agree with that.
So that
Good. I was asking Joe to say something. I guess this is a easy way for him to do that. So, but like, clearly something stressing me with the weather stuff. You can see the weather stuff went crazy when my reality went crazy recently, and I have all the videos, and I have 7 years worth of videos at least, like with intermissions where I'm being thrown in jail because the synagogue of Satan lied on me, and like, it's literally all just on film. But you actually have to be paying attention and stuff, and people are lying like they aren't, but they are. And I think the thing that killed it was having lightning powers in actual reality. Like, this isn't the only one. This is just the most obvious example. So, and I think the thing that's preventing it, like something is preventing my right side, but I'm banging up on the wall because I'm like expanding regardless, and it hurts. And like these men who control the state and shit won't let me do what I want. And like, I'm from here. Dan Patrick isn't even from Texas. He's from Maryland, which flooded recently. Like some stupid like flood event in just like some small place, and that's been happening. Just 1 in 1,000 year flood events, a bunch of them recently, in little pockets everywhere, as if to show like you could just do that. And like I'm not trying to do anything. It's like automated. You're hurting me, and Yahweh is making a point to stop. And like, even the women are playing a part, or I don't know, are they just having fun while like I deal with the men who are treating me wrong or that are causing problems? I don't know, but people died because Dan lied. Because Dan Patrick lied, people died. Right? Dan lied, people died. 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 You know? So, like, he doesn't look healthy. You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to dictate what I can do here in the state of Texas? You know? In a way that, like, you're going against the science. Like, the AI says you're wrong. The science says you're wrong. The AI just looking at what the science says. Like, anecdotal evidence, for the most part, says you're wrong, other than these police officers who, like, seemingly are working for special interest groups. And, like, this is probably why they threw me in jail last time, to make a point to get me to shut up. And so I played it for a long time. And now if they do it, it's like there's so much stacked against you. A big earthquake, that's the end of the Bible. So, all right, cool. Or how about this? Any one of these women manages to get here, boom. You know what I mean? Which is why a bunch of men might be preventing the women from doing that and using the women in evil ways and using some Jezebel woman and having a group of people called the Nicolations. I'm sure Dan Patrick's a part of it because Dan died, people lied. And, like, I'm tired of all these people. Like, even if they're my kids, they're acting like shitheads. So, like, I'm just like, are you my dog? Well, you know. So, whatever. Let's get to the music stuff, okay? I want to do that because I just want to move on with this. I think this is great. This is great. Just a smoldering hole there. Is that what I want to use? I'll just put Houston actually as the. That's not so much a smoldering hole. I will say this also. The last thing I'm going to interject before doing the music. This is the um uh I had that idea for Burger Town, and something that popped up here was this, which is like no In-N-Out near you. These 11 burger joints might be even better, and it was like literally the top big one on the top that was saying this. So it was like it wanted me to see it, and and so it said, you know. So I guess I was like, well, maybe it's suggesting just cool burger joints to add, and like to Burger Town, and I just thought they got like, look, you got Shake Shack, Five Guys, Whataburger. I mean, clearly, but we got to get Whataburger back in Texas ownership. If I got to do it, it's me. And then Culver's. I think Max Weather Velocity likes Culver's. He likes the cheese curds. They don't have those down here, so we don't. I don't know what a cheese curd is other than a cat, but I'm not cheese curd. I mean, I might be like just a bit of a cat, but and I do have lightning powers. Can you acknowledge that or no? You gonna lie? Are you a Disney assassin or? I see you're at Disney a lot. You guys aren't that whatever. I mean, the fake Disney assassins, the one that remember America got taken over a while ago because the whatever that happened, you know. But we're good. We're still good. Designated survivor, baby. Surviving. 48, baby. Actually, probably also just 47th vice president or something. In any instance, let's keep going here. Look at the earthquakes. Look at the big earthquakes. And I'm going to add this. I said something earlier about Stefan Burns. And then I saw the... Where's the... It's the weirdest PS3 game. Okay, let's go to like all the things lined up. This was one of the things, the magnetic pulse. But like, and so he's talking about these earthquake's coming, and I'm like, yeah, but I said that I'm talking about like I'm lining up a thing. It's like 7 years worth of fucking, you know what I mean? Like the 7 years worth of. Hey, I said this 7 years ago, and I'm clearly making points about the earthquake 7 years ago. Actually, today's thing is the Stephanie Houston thing. Oh, Stefan Burns, Stephanie. Look, look, that's the thing. Didn't I click his channel? You know, it's not always common that you got, like, you only need an IE, but Stephanie, right? Huh? Huh? All right. There was a different thing. This is the one that it was. It has Alaska, because there was one in Alaska, and then it did definitely. Then there was one in Russia, and he's suggesting Japan. And I put the like in YoTV. Oh, I'm already on there. In YoTV 7 years ago. Look, I was doing lightning stuff then. It just wasn't as obvious because I didn't have the camera also in third person. But once I had it in third person, it was pretty obvious I was doing stuff, and then the lightning was going. Though the ones where I was saying stuff and the lightning and the thunder was happening, that should have been pretty fucking obvious. But you know, okay. Um. Oh, here's where they arrested me. You know that thing that I was talking about? And then that big earthquake happened in California and people died. I mean, is there some reason people won't just engage this is fucking going on and like treat me like, hey, this is the guy who's conquering at the seven churches of Asia, and we probably shouldn't fucking lie about it. It's causing problems for everybody. People are dying. We're literally causing like cancer on everybody, and like it's a fucking actual problem, but we won't. But okay, whatever. Here's Stephanie Houston, because you're always gonna do whatever, regardless of whether you guys like. At this point, you have wronged me so much and Jesus. You know what I mean? Jesus was enough, but like in my reality, once like Jesus is enough. You're in my reality, you've wronged me. So I think it's enough that like there's action taken. You know? So okay, here's Stephanie Houston. And then earthquake, 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 PUBG, earthquake, CS:GO, earthquake, earthquake, Stephanie Houston 2, earthquake, Stephanie Houston 3, earthquake, PUBG 2, earthquake, 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 Stephanie Houston 4, family attack, earthquake, earthquake, Stephanie Houston fake person September weather, earthquake, 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 lightning over Houston, earthquake, PUBG, earthquake, earthquake, Counter-Strike 2, just a game, earthquake, earthquake, Stephanie Houston, fake person, multiple women, and then I name a bunch of women who actually just ended up being my daughters. And then, you know, I have some, it just goes off the rails. And like, as it went more off the rails, the powers and the crazy shit that was going on around me, just clearly on camera, went off the rails. I even got hit by a car. And then like this video with the Disney Assassins thing that I'm talking about, this girl lied to the police because she knows shit's going on. And then the police lied on record, and then they put me in jail. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I literally am showing you like divine powers. This is why it's the synagogue of Satan. You know what I mean? There's something satanic attacking me, right? I don't believe like me with a GoPro on my fucking head, looking like an idiot, standing next to the door. I don't think I'm the problem. I think the multiple police officers that were outside the door in this video, like there's like 3 or 4 or 5. And at that point, like we literally just had a thing where there was a time like last year. Last year was when it came out. The police had missed like some absurd number of cases that they just weren't paying attention to. And it's like, but you were paying attention to me doing my shit, and you clearly are now. and like people are dying over this, and nobody's taking it seriously. People were dying when I wasn't doing anything, and then people got really stressing on me hard, and my parents started having problems just on camera, and I can't have that anymore. Like I've been a good boy, so the fact that this is going off the rails again isn't me. I just want the reality where people don't die. And like, look at me, I got fucking hit by a car. I can do lightning shit. I have all this like knowledge of all this stuff that I could share, and I want to, and I am. And like nobody gives a fuck. Or I mean, maybe I think do people do, but something's blocking it, and thinks whoever whatever satanic idiot it is, you know, I don't have to say it again, do I? Just deal with them. Like they are the problem for everybody. It isn't me. But it's making it like they're making it the problem, right? You get that, right? Okay. So you got the Stephanie Houston video, that, and then today's is today's video is Stephanie Houston, and then the Stefan Burns thing, and then the earthquake thing, and then earthquake one day, and then earthquake today, or I guess yesterday, and now I suppose the suggestion is Japan with an earthquake today, and like 7.3, 7.4, 7.5 or something. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I can clearly see something is going on. And look, the dragon is coming. And my whole point is, well, fuck the dragon. I mean, don't actually fuck the dragon. Probably, kind of gross. Yeah. But like he's just a character to be thrown in a burning lake. Like literally nothing special actually. You're just stealing, like whoever it is, just stealing energy. That's all. Vampirism to some degree. This is why Blade. So okay, um, and it's hurting people. It's all cancer and shit. So we're getting rid of it. Um, and like Stefan Burns. I mean, do you see this? Do you see that? You gonna lie about this? You gonna say I'm not doing it? Oh well, we gotta test him. Well, I don't see y'all doing this. Come up with your own intellectual property on the doing lightning shit, and then But there is gonna be some character that does lightning shit, probably like a Beast from the Earth like character that can do it for maybe 1260 days, and then just fucking dies. And like we go to a kingdom of heaven, and all those characters, anybody who believed in that, go to infinite burning torture. The world literally like melts down around them. Like the events of Revelation are fucking insane. So like I can't imagine that it's gonna be easy for them. But I think if there's a super harem here in Houston, I think we'll be good. So that's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. All right, let's move on to music. I mean, I am doing that, but I I I just need more resources to go faster on my stuff. Also, my dad has been, or Ray, or whatever's going on, just he's listening to these compilations, and like some of them have sounded like the end of Mortal Kombat, and so I was like, with the whole Mortal Kombat stuff going on and everything, I was like, I told him about this song, but because I remember it's like a good memory from when I was a kid when I beat Mortal Kombat, the movie game, and then but I guess we're in the point where I'm about to beat the Bible, uh, but I think I'm about to beat just a bunch of games in a row. Maybe that's the one part. Maybe that's the part where it's the rider on the white horse that goes on conquering to conquer. I don't think that's like, what are you talking about? Like, I've heard people say that's the Antichrist, and I'm like, he has a bow and he can conquer, and like, why would Yahweh give that to someone on a white horse that's like I just didn't. It doesn't make sense how people line that up. So in any instance, whatever. It doesn't really, to me. I'm just happy to be up on the throne of Jesus and Yahweh, and I'm thankful. So thank you, to Jesus and Yahweh, or to Jesus. All right, let's look at the Alessandra Ambrosio mix. So look, Alessandra, she's a tiger. I'll just max this out. We'll just max this screen out here. Um, Alessandra, she's a tiger. Maybe they're using her as a tie, you know what I mean, or something, or like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Or maybe she's doing a weird thing where it's like one eye is one guy and the other guy is, but they're both me, and then it's hilarious. And then I get sunglasses or something. Alessandra, she's a tiger. Techno syndrome, inner bloom. I'm just gonna go through this, and you can see the like album art goes together, and you can pause and look at all the names of the thing and names of the tracks, and then we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through using uh we're gonna look at all the cover arts real fast. But one thing that I wanted to say is like I could just be running a radio station for Apple Music right now. You know what I mean? Like I could just there's so much music here that's good and I know the music to just put in rotation, you know what I mean? That I would put in rotation and I mean it's just like there's things that I could do that it's like I'm pretty sure all this shit is mine and I want to do something. What is blocking me from doing things with what is clearly fucking mine? And it's hurting me and it's giving everybody cancer. What is doing that? Who is allowing that? Donald Trump, do you have any answer? Can you answer that, Donald Trump, who's supposed to be the president, who's supposed to be able to help with stuff like this? Can you just come to Houston and answer that question or something? Or no, that's not allowed? Are you not allowed? Um, okay, well, hmm. I mean, you can clearly see all the album art title, you know? But maybe Donald Trump is allowed in Houston. I don't know. I'm wondering why. Like, hi, hello, can you say something? What's up? Where? And that's pretty much my thing for everybody. And like that's what I was saying. And then Gabby DeLue's got cancer after I did start saying like, hey, if I don't get Alessandra, I was saying Alessandra needs to come for like over a year, and she was like taunting me to my face, and I was saying it on camera and the Lightning Lab videos as I was doing lightning stuff, you know? So it's not like I'm not. I mean, I couldn't be more evident. There couldn't be more evidence that like she just needs to listen, and like whoever's telling her not to come is a problem. And if she's the problem, then she's just like I don't know, evil. I mean, I do know, but then she's Jezebel or is Gabby Jezebel? I can't quite tell yet, but it looks like Gabby's about to die, so probably Gabby's Jezebel. But we'll see. Maybe Gabby dies and then she dies. You know. I also thought maybe I've seen pictures of Lucilda or something. Maybe Lucilda has a bunch of kids by a bunch of different people or a bunch of different dudes, and they're all gonna die because they're trying to do some weird rape testing on me or something. Or maybe that's someone else around here. I don't know. Or around my reality. But and I'm like an astronaut at this point. And I'm taking multiple G's of force, but then they don't understand that, it's about to be inverted gravity time and that's going to be impossible for them. Like literally, actually. So, okay, well, I think we're going in the upside down or something, and I'm pretty sure that's when all the daughter harem, the upside is that they're down. But I don't know. I'm hoping Alessandra is going to be there. I legitimately am, and even Gabby. I've already said I want Jezebel to just be some woman that I don't like, and that the girls are playing a joke on me or something, and that they're just going to be here tomorrow or Tuesday evening. I guess that's what Mom said, but I guess she's probably also knows what's going on because I can clearly see that she does, but she's being a shithead. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think my mom is also my daughter at this point because she's also being a shithead. Like the point where you don't protect me and you like, oh no, honey, we gotta be girls. We're the girls. You know what I mean? We gotta, you know what I mean? I mean, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I'm literally, you're in my mix. Uh, Catch the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that, uh, I think she's trying to fuck with me, and just Yahweh's more hilarious than she is, and she's angry about it, and she doesn't just want to drop it and go to the kingdom of heaven. She's got an ego about it, or not an ego, a pride thing, and it's like, come on, dude. I think you just don't have to die. Or you're like, something about you is like demanding that you die to prove a point to me or to your dad or something, and it's like, look, if I was born in 1991, I ain't your dad. If if I'm an uncreated being, this ain't gonna work. Or not an uncreated being, a non, like an always existent entity yoid into existence. I just, whatever. Like, non-created being wasn't a good way to describe it, but you get what I'm saying. Like that's what I think they say, an uncreated being. I just say Yahweh, but he is and was and will be. The point is that time isn't really a thing. It just is. So, yeah, that wouldn't bother me if that was actually the thing behind the scenes. And it feels like that's the thing behind the scenes, behind some walls somewhere. So I'm just like, and I'm pretty sure I've located it, but and put it on blast. But okay, I'm just making sure you guys realize that it's. Can you guys stop? And can we just go to the Kingdom of Heaven now? And like, look at all the song titles and look at all the music. It just all goes together, and the album artworks, and it's not exactly it's like everybody gets to, it's they're different artists. It's not like they all that I know of all came together to do this, and then I put it together. This not like, some of it they were close together, but nobody else did the whole thing. And this is only one of them. And I've got the Alessandra Ambrosio mix is even longer. And some of it is, I'm just not sure that Alessandra's going to be there. So I'm like, well, might as well not even put much more into it because it's just like, I mean, this might end at 0001. You know what I mean? 0001. So okay, I'm just gonna end this. I'm kind of tired here. I'm tired of this. I'm just tired of this. So let me get through the mix stuff. I want to get it on camera actually, so that I have it on camera. Because it will be like, if I can get the video, even if I don't have all the other stuff, and I can keep the video somewhere, I can like reconstruct it. I could probably reconstruct it. I don't even need to reconstruct it, but I think that part of this is key. So I want to do it, and I put a lot of time into it. Maybe that's really part of it. I put a lot of time into it, and I do like the music, and I think it's good. I think this is quality, and it's like I can like there's multiple mixes like this. So am I pitching to Apple Music? Really, what I'm pitching is, look, I could do this, and Apple Music probably should say something, or Ron should say something to Apple Music, or my parents should like acknowledge like some level of like fucking craziness is going on in my reality, or my friends should do that, or something. Like somebody just engage me like a at like I'm asking. It's not gonna feel good when the mass destruction happens. That's the problem. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why you guys act like this. Like that, you know what I mean? Like the revelation thing happens because I think people like do hear me and they willingly choose to just be more destructive. And look how bad it's looking now. And we could go to a place that is all the fun plus more times a bajillion, and like with infinite resources. And instead people just want to be like brain dead idiots and destructive and like liars and cheats and thieves and stuff. It's unfortunate to an extreme. And okay, so here's that mix, and then here's the Anja Ambrosio mix. And like what? Anja, is it a common enough name that there's a song called Anja? You know, not in my reality. There's like only a couple of them. I only know a couple of them, and like, you know, one of them happens to be like just the most obvious. Like, she looks so much like me, it's stupid. That people are still trying to pretend. You know what I mean? Oh well. I'm just enjoying the music that I get out of the whole thing, and I get some mixes. And I'd like to make a double harem, super harem double LP, but you know, people gotta Dua Lipa's gotta get back to me on that one. You know. All right, I'm pretty tired. I am, and again, I'm mostly doing this so that like I guess Jezebel, if everybody's my kids, Jezebel's just one of my kids. You know what I mean? So it's like, or I guess even probably. I mean, is Satan one of my kids? I guess if everything is from Yahweh, I mean, is that what the thing is about? Is it just everything is from Yahweh? Everything's Yahweh's. Everybody's Yahweh's kids. That's what I'm looking at now. That's what I'm talking about when like I'm seeing war. Like actually, it's it's silly in most instances currently because it's like Russia and Ukraine, they're so similar, and then like Israel and the nations around them that are just constantly warring with them, they're not that different. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I mean, just on the outside, even if you're not looking at them as like everybody's your kids. So, but when you're looking at everybody's your kids, it's like, it really okay. I've already said this today, and I'm just tired. So let me get through this. I'm clearly at the point of like, how many hours into this? We're half a day into videos today, so I just need to end this. Um,
Não sei se você conhece o que falamos disso a gente. Você vai.
Hey, look. They're trying to hit my mom with Cop D, you know, COPD, but it's just the wizards control all the medical stuff. That's why it's all they're fucking with. I mean, I say the wizards. Look, the pharmaceutical companies, which the Bible describes as sorcery, literally that's the same word sorcery in the Bible as pharmaceuticals, and you know, obviously using pharmaceuticals for nefarious purposes is a problem. I don't think pharmaceuticals is there are things that aren't a problem, but there are things that are a problem, and I can say that treating Cheryl and Ray in any way other than like holistically fixing their problems and making them, you know, putting them in good positions is a problem. But also, I'm, you know, the guy on the throne with Jesus and Yahweh. They aren't. So just, I mean, if Ray is, he won't even acknowledge that Yahweh is God. So I'm like I'm trying to get that to happen. But I can say this: the whole like can't breathe thing here is not, you know, it does seem like something's trying to attack him. Like terminal zone. Look, this has a terminal. I mean, she's got COPD. She made it expressly clear. But it's like, look, dude, I've told you what I think we need to do for you to heal, and you just don't even. You literally like tell me to shut the fuck up on camera. So I just like, I don't know what more I could do. So I'm just doing what I can to get through this, and then I think Yahweh is gonna make it right for me. Like he'll make it up to me. Cheryl's way doesn't make it up to me at this point. I mean, I guess is that the Cheryl super harem or something that I get? Is she making a super harem for me? Mom made that for me. Well then, okay, that's actually pretty cool. But probably Yahweh is actually pulling the string behind you. So just FYI, Yahweh is, you know, the supreme deity. What are you gonna say that he's not? Probably, but you know. Once she does that, and then, yeah, hey, what? You know, where did that come from? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this video here. I think. Was there something else that I was gonna do? Oh, here.
This is not a test. This is not a test. I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you can handle it. This is not a test. I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you can handle it. This is not a test. You can 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 test. This is not a test. This is not a test. I don't know if you can handle it. 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 This is not, I don't know if you, I don't know if you, I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you, I don't know if you, I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you, I don't know if you, I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you, I don't know if you, I don't know if you can handle it. This is not a test.
All right. Well, you get it. This is not a test, and whatever is contending against me has already lost. Like if there's an ancient book, I don't understand how you guys don't get that concept, right? If there's an ancient book that says I won, you already lost. It can't exist in the past that far without having like something more powerful than your thing, because at the end of it, it wins. It wouldn't win at the end of it if it didn't. If it exists, you know what I mean? And Yahweh wins at the end, and okay, so you get that's where we're headed, right? I mean, that's where we are already. It is done. There's no you have lost. But like I'm just you could play it again maybe. All right. Also, I can do mixing that's more like club style and whatever, but I just don't. I haven't done it in a while. But I mean, it's just because it's not the same when you're making a longer form mix that you want to make it into a story. But it's not that much like it's not hard. Um, for me, whatever. I think most things, if I put my mind to it, I think that's most people. But I'm just saying, for me, it's not. So I don't account it as difficult. I think it's really difficult actually to string how many fucking mixes together and remember all these things. I can't at the moment remember them. Literally, like once I started getting punched in the face too much, it was like, hold on. So that's also one thing. That's why one of the reasons why you need to be able to create like a stable environment for artists. You can't let them be punched in the face while they're trying to do stuff and then whatever. So I'm like, I don't try to fuck with artists. I hope not. You know what I mean? Am I fucking with you, or am I saying the exact thing that should be said? Anyway, I feel like I'm the guy doing the music stuff and trying to provide a stable environment and trying to like set the party off. But whatever is going on, can we just do that? What's like, where's the, you know, um, what's going on? Can we just kick that off already? Okay, well, I'm gonna end this. It's been a long day. It's another day already. Look, it's 2,520 days from the Stephanie Houston thing. Maybe that means something massive is gonna happen today. It probably is. Or soon. Whatever. I'm not particularly like I'm gonna try to refocus my head and just get back into the music because I know that that's like there's I know that that pushes things forward. So, um, I know that people like it too. Like I can tell that people like the music stuff. So I'm gonna keep doing it. And I think I can like I could put a lot of stuff together. I think even better than I'm doing now. I'd like to come up with some changes to things that I think are important. Because what are we gonna? I just there's a lot of stuff, and I can't. I'm not gonna get into this video. I'm done. I'm done in this video. But there's a lot of changes to a lot of things that I want to make, and I wanted to go through all the mixes. It's just too long at this point, and I just did other shit, and I just have too much, and I just. So that's why I'm trying to get some of it out, or a lot of it out, and then just be able to focus, because there shouldn't be as much on my head. I can't even do. I was like, I got on Twitter for a little bit today, and I only got a little bit done because then I saw Dan Patrick was doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I saw that thing, and then I made that bit, and then that took so much time, and then I was just like, I can't keep up. I need assistance. I need hot babe assistants, a lot of them, hopefully, or like hot dog assistants. That would be cool. Hot dog assistants. Yo-Yo's hot dogs. Am I Yo-Yo? And I get a bunch of hot dogs, and that's the Diamond Dogs. Uh, and that's why I'm Yo-Yo, actually. Or, that's just a funny joke that I'm making. All right, well, I'm going to end this here. So have a blessed one, and I'll catch you next time. Yo-Yo's is a hot dog place. Maybe we could have Yo-Yo's in Burger Town. Because it's Burger Town, but, burgers and hot dogs, they go together. So we could have Burger Town, and there's some hot dog adjacent. some adjacent hot dog places. And maybe some adjacent pizza places or something. But definitely Burger Town. Like I want Burger. I mean, I said it, and I said this in a previous thing. I think it would be cool. Like, there's Chinatown, right? And like, Koreatown and whatever. I think that's kind of the joke about Burger Town that I'm making. But it's like America Town or whatever. Is it? What is it? But I guess that's the whole thing. But no, I'm actually talking about like a concentrated burger place. But you could do that maybe you don't even need to do a whole burger town. You got like Burger Joint, and they got a bunch of food places here, and you know, it doesn't have to be all in one place. I'm just coming up with stuff, and I want to do stuff, but I also want people to, you know, I mean, I want the super harem to engage what I'm saying, or like at least for people to engage that the women are operating in some kind of super harem capacity, and it's either mine has been stolen, or it's like it's just mine and hi, one of the others. One of them. Something. One of those things. Look, I'm clearly at the end of my day, so I'm gonna end this. Actually, I'm at the beginning of a new day. It's just what it is on the clock. Okay. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you next time. I really believe that if Alessandra and Gabby Deleuze like came and we just talked and like actually they talked to me like I wouldn't a fucking monkey in a zoo, like maybe her cancer might have a better chance because I think whatever like you're clearly connected to me and you're clearly like I'm not being given my due authority and it's like hurting people that other people have authority and they're using it in their capacity to like do stuff. It seems I can see it, that's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like. And I believe I'm perceptive enough. And it looks some of it's like, well, they're hurting me and stressing me. So Yahweh's like making a point. It's like automated suit defenses. The suit is my body. But and like Yahweh is just like stop. But they won't, even though everything is telling them to stop, I think. I mean, it looks like it's like I mean, every like reality is telling them to stop. People might be saying go, but I mean, I'm saying go on some things, but not on their thing or whatever. Whoever is attacking me, just stop it. So, Alessandra and Gabby could, I believe, heal her cancer if she's like actually willing to engage. That they like the what? Am I not doing lightning stuff? You can clearly see it. Did people not die? Like this is why I don't think she's gonna agree. So many people died in the like Rio de Grande do Sul. I mean, I guess maybe nobody died. Maybe they're just lying to me about what's happening. So I mean, okay, but you know, I just think that. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. They could be liars. They could be. I'm pretty sure they're evil and gonna die, but yeah, because I don't think Gabby would still have cancer if that wasn't the case. And like, she looks like she's trying to make a point to contend against Yahweh, and like I've also seen some weird magic stuff that it looks like her specific self is being used by like Qatar or something or something like weird money's going into her. So like this is what I'm saying. People are getting paid to lie to me, and even Morena Baccarin look said this. The lady from V, like that Metal Gear Solid V, like Ahab. And I'm killing Jezebel because she's a big whale. Uh, where is the thing that says everybody's lying to you for money? Oh, everyone is lying to you for money made its debut at South by Southwest dash, and I couldn't be prouder to witness it. Wow, great, thanks. I'm glad that everybody is lying to me for money. Probably another one of my daughters with a pointy nose and from Brazil. What a weird reality. I don't know, let's see. What do you think? I don't know, I can't really see myself in the thing. I just have to take it as maybe. I don't know. In my opinion, yeah, probably. uh so I mean, I think so. That's just what it is. I think I'm everybody's dad at this point. Again, I can't stress this enough. Once mom had cognitive issues and I actually like that kicked in, finito. That's it. All right. Well, have a blessed one. I'll catch you next time. Later. Yeah.